So today is not going to be a very happy video. I'm sure you guys know what's going on in the world and happening all around, and I'm sure you guys have heard in the news like what's happening there. They're closing for 2 weeks. If you don't know, I am a participant of the Disney College program, or should I say was. But yeah, so what this means for the Disney College program and the DCP, they decided to send us home, and we have to leave by 11 a.m. on Wednesday, March 18th, 2020. So basically, our program ended. They gave us completion of our program. We have good standing in the company. It's not a bad mark on our reputation here. But for the dreams and the dreams we were living, we have to wake up from them and go back home. And not just Disney, but I moved to California for a reason, with a goal in mind here. And that goal's been cut short here. So on Wednesday, March 18th, I'm not gonna cry. I'll be going back to Arizona. And it's really hard for me because it was so hard for me to get here. I was going to go to college here after high school, and that didn't happen. And finally it happened, and I got to move here, the place I always wanted to live, and work for the company of my dreams. Make magic back for those guests the way magic was made for me. And it was just the most unbelievable experience that I've ever had, even if it was for literally 2 months by the time I leave, because my traditions or start date was January 17th and we're leaving on March 18th, so it literally was 2 months. But in those 2 months, I had the most magical experiences. I learned things and developed a new passion for Disney that I never knew I could have. That's not true. I had a passion for Disney, but it's like completely different. I've noticed so many different things about everything that goes into it, and there's so much more behind the scenes to Disney than you could ever imagine. It's just so surreal to me that I was even able to do that because it was such a big goal of mine. That chapter of my life isn't over. That dream's not over. That's not what I'm saying. It's put on pause, so yeah. So basically, my plan is to go back to Arizona, wait out all the craziness in the world that's happening, and once Disneyland reopens, once all of that happens, I will apply again for a job within the company. There's different ways of going about it since we already were employed. This means I could go after my dream role, maybe. It's hard to leave something you didn't know that you loved so much until it gets taken away from you. Yeah. And I'm not making this video to like upset you guys or get sympathy or anything. That's not why. I've just received too many messages and texts and love and support that I can't respond to right now because it's too hard for me. And that sounds so dramatic, but it's too hard for me to face reality at the moment. So that's why I'm making this video, and I'm going to upload it, and that'll be that. I don't know what I'm going to do in Arizona and how long I'll be there, but that's not the end for me. That is not how far I'll go. But going back to work for Disney, I might not have my same role in attractions. At Pixar Pier with my pals, I grew to love. Even Emotional Whirlwind I'm gonna miss, which is a big thing for me to say, because I had some struggles in the beginning where I thought I was gonna leave that ride, and oh, that's funny to think about how things change, but maybe I'll look back on this video and say the same thing and where I'm at in the future. But I am trying to stay happy and my optimistic self, but it's hard because I am sad, and I've never been this sad before. I don't know what to do. I'm probably going to cry going back to Arizona. I really don't want to drive. I just want to fly because I can't cry in a car for 5.5 hours by myself. These past few months have just been like such a roller coaster, like the biggest highs that I've ever felt in my life to the lowest low in literally 48 hours of Disney closed, and then the next morning we wake up and find out we're getting sent home from our college program, and it was just such a big turnaround and like, what is happening, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a lot to take in at once to begin with, and now it's even more on top of that, so it's hard. I've had the time of my life here at the program. I would definitely do it again. I already applied for fall. We'll see what happens. It's really a backup for me. If I can't work for Disney again, like get in by myself without the college program, then we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. We'll see. To the program directors, thank you so much. You've been amazing. Don't lose contact with me and keep up with me on Instagram because you guys cared about me and my life, and you really showed all 350 of us what it means to be a cast member when we first got here and throughout the time and all the struggles we faced throughout the way. And I know it's hard for you guys too, so stay in there. We're not mad at you. We promise we are not mad at you. It's just upsetting for us that it had to end this way, but I'm sure all of us are saying to you that we'll see you real soon. I wanted to film this video in front of the window because if you follow me on Instagram, you know my window is a big deal for me. When I first got here, I looked out of it and saw my goals and dreams in reach, and it was the window to my future. And venturing around California, I saw the Hollywood sign and I was here all the Oscars were happening. Just so many like dreams within reach here, and I cannot leave. I can't. So I will be back. I don't know how and I don't know what's happening, but I am coming back. And I wanted to do it in front of here because I think of my life as a movie, and one day maybe this footage will be used in my movie to show what a low point it was. But I'll be fine. I'll get through it. Keep on dreaming. And as Walt always said, it's kind of fun to do the impossible. And here we are doing the impossible with Disneyland closed and me moving back home and me coming back to California. Who the hell knows what's happening? And yeah. Bye.